If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, and it's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Well, good evening. Thank you very much for tuning into True Crime Broads. This is Crystal.
And Renee.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We're excited to be back with episode 6. Can you believe it?
I cannot. It's crazy. That's already on. We're already there. It's episode 6. It's went by pretty quick.
It is. It's fun. I love it.
Me too. So with all the craziness going on, I had a funny story I wanted to tell you real quick.
Yeah.
So with all the coronavirus scare, and that's of course not the funny part.
Yeah.
I've been hoarding toilet paper, and a lot of people are confused as to why. And so I was confused as to why. I was like, why is everybody buying toilet paper? I'm so confused. So apparently somebody made it known that, there would be a possible quarantine of people and you wouldn't be able to go places, which is kind of sort of happened. You're not really quarantined to your house, but they're canceling a lot of things that have people of 250 or more like gathered, together. And so anyway, people are buying everything actually. But anyway, so we had to go to another location to get toilet paper. It was just crazy. It was probably about 30 minutes from my house. And I get to the store and I go to the back and I'm shocked when I see they have toilet paper. I'm like, wow. It wasn't a ton, but it was a ton considering that most stores have 0,
Yeah.
So anyway, so they have like these small packs. And I'm not trying to hoard toilet paper by any means, but I normally buy it in big packs so I don't have to buy it all the time. Obviously, you don't want to buy a 4-pack or 6-pack. So I look up and really far up on this shelf, way up there where I couldn't reach it, was 2 like 12 packs, and they had a limit of 2. And I thought, well, I better just get this so that if I have to wait a month, So I look over and there's a broom, and I take the broom and I had to poke the big pack to come flying down off the shelf just so I could get some toilet paper. It was crazy. It was like, this is so stupid. And this lady was like, oh, here, let me help you.
How funny.
It was just crazy. So
I'm glad you got some. A lot of people don't. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I was my daughter, she didn't have any, so I was trying to help her out, and anyway.
I accidentally stocked up. I normally buy just enough for, a few days or whatever because I go to the store so much. But for whatever reason, last week I had bought a couple of big packs, which is so out of character. I guess I was having a premonition or something because
Right.
Now I'm just like, well, Right.
I'm
fully stocked over here, which is totally not the norm.
That's
I know.
It's
just with some crazy times we're observing right now. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, the problem is the media is so horrible, and they just try to make everybody be hysterical, and then one person posts something, and then everybody goes crazy, and they keep posting pictures of empty shelves, and everybody just panics, and I haven't been panicked because I'm like, I have food, I'm not going to worry about it, we're not going to starve to death, it's going to be fine. I mean, it's not like we're running out of food, it's just people are buying it up faster than they can do themselves.
But they are doing a really good job of restocking everything. So
they're actually having to change their hours to like 8 to 8 so that they have time to come in and work because they're getting it out there, and as fast as they put it out, people are buying it. So, but I think it's going to start calming down. After people are finally going to be like, they're going to just wear themselves out.
It's like when your kids throw a fit when they're little, and you just let them wear themselves out and go to bed. You're like, woo!
Yep.
They just wear themselves out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, oh my God. But anyway, but I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was funny.
No, I'm so glad you did.
Probably
It's
not
so true, though.
It was actually happening, but still, it was funny.
100% what's happening. There's people panicking about toilet paper. And my Kroger was out of potatoes. And I'm just sitting there going, are you kidding? Right? And they usually have big piles of the bags of potatoes. And I just thought, ooh, mashed potatoes would sound good tomorrow. But like, people are hoarding potatoes and bananas. They were out of both at the store.
Well, that's not even. I was shocked at the bean aisle. I went down that aisle for something at the other end, and as I turned the corner, this whole area was, I mean, of course, you'd have to visualize it, but it's a big area, and there's nothing there. And I thought, what was here? Because I don't even remember, you know. So I look over at the tag, and it says, you know, like bags of beans, like red beans. And I was like, are you serious? Like,
They're
every
thinking
bag
it's stuff
of
you
beans?
can keep for a long time. Like it won't go bad that you can
I
store.
know. And then the ramen was gone, and I was like, alrighty then.
What are we gonna do? Like if there's ever like a really huge disaster, I'm scared.
Well,
I'm frightened of what'll
what
happen
it
then.
is when they say we're expecting ice, and I mean I'm talking they're like, you know, let's say Monday is going to be, you know, a high of 43, and then Tuesday is going to be a high of 28, and we're going to have snow and ice, and then Wednesday is going to be back up into the 50s. People go wipe the store out. They seriously do.
Did you see that post where that meme where someone said, now the whole world knows what it's like when Texas gets 1 inch of ice?